Good evening. I'm Rob McIntosh. I am one of the theater teachers here at Repertory Company High School for Theater Arts, and you are here to see the second half of our Sophomore New Play Festival. The students have been spending the past 10 weeks writing scenes, reading each other's scenes, giving each other feedback, and developing those scenes into 10-minute plays. Every single member of the sophomore class wrote a 10-minute play, and we have selected 5 of them that we will be presenting for you here this evening. The students have rehearsed and performed these pieces for you on Zoom, and they run the gamut from being about love, about loss, about fear and anxiety, about death, and stolen paintings. I do want to give a trigger warning for the 4th piece of the evening, "Hope Behind the Stars" by London Miller. It does deal with issues of death and loss and suicide. That is the 4th piece of the evening, the second to last one. So if those issues or themes are something that might be triggering to you or someone that you love, I suggest that you skip over that piece and skip straight to the final piece. They're all terrific. They're all very original and distinctive works. I'm super proud of these students. So please, wherever you are, give a round of applause for the sophomore class and their virtual New Play Festival.
Love by the Lakeside by Allison Murphy. Setting: it's early morning. Nora sees Parker as she's walking along the field for breakfast at her first full day at camp.
Parker! Hey, how was your first day?
As much as I love it here, I always forget how uncomfortable the mattresses are and how weirdly sticky the floor is.
I hear you, dude. Besides the sticky floor part, I don't know why your floor is sticky.
It's probably a boys' cabin thing.
Speaking of cabins, who are you bunking with this summer?
Nathan, Ryder, Rowan, Chase, and Wes.
Hey, no nudging. I sincerely apologize that you have to bunk with that annoying, good-for-nothing, cocky son of a...
Wesley runs up and puts his arms around both of them.
Whoa, Nora. Harsh words. Hope you're not talking about me.
Nora forcefully pushes Wesley's arm off and steps away. Wesley moves his arm off Parker and turns to face Nora with Parker behind him. They stop walking.
Why did you have to make your presence known? I was planning on not talking to you all summer, Wesley.
Good to see you too, Nora. And please, call me Wes.
I'd rather die.
Seems a bit dramatic there. Come on now. Notice anything different about me?
Let me see. Parker, do you see it?
No. You know what? I'll leave you two alone.
Parker jogs away before Nora can stop him.
Parker, wait!
Well, any final guesses?
Actually, I do see it. You're even more of a douchebag than last summer.
Haha, very funny. I know you saw. I have gotten much taller.
Oh, yeah, no, I couldn't see it behind your huge ego.
Ouch, dude. Why are you so hurtful?
I prefer the term honest.
You know, one day you're going to look back at on these past few years and wish you were nice to me.
Wesley starts walking away towards the dining hall.
You wish, Wesley. You wish.
Time skip to later in the day. Everyone has just finished playing a game of volleyball.
Hey, Nora.
What do you want, Wesley? Call me over to gloat?
Well, I called you over to say good game, but yes, I do want to gloat. Because I did absolutely destroy you in volleyball.
You didn't beat me by that much.
Oh, God. Remember when I spiked at you so hard? You fell right. Oh, God. Made my day.
Okay, don't get too cocky.
Oh. And then we served. You didn't even make it over. That my friend, was peak comedy. You really have gotten so bad. I mean, I didn't know someone could be so unbelievably and utterly horrible and
You know what, Wesley? You're a piece of shit, and I don't even want to talk to you this summer. God, just leave me alone.
Nora storms off, shoving Wesley on purpose.
Wait, what? Nora, I was joking.
The scene switches to Nora sitting down at an empty picnic table. Parker enters and sits with her, not realizing she's upset.
There you are. Thank God, I was looking for you everywhere. You said we would meet at the tetherball after I was done with archery. You know, I forgot to put on my wrist guard and I got a horrible case of bow slap, but once I got my mojo back, I absolutely crushed it. I got like 5 bullseyes and hit like, hey, hello? Are you listening? What's wrong, Nora?
Oh, hey, Parker. Sorry, I just spaced out for a bit. Sorry. I completely forgot meeting you at the tetherball tournament. So how was archery again?
Haha, nice try. We can talk about my fantastic archery skills later. But right now, something is up, and you're gonna tell me. So what happened at volleyball?
Nothing, okay? Nothing serious.
Nothing serious, but still something. So come on, spill the beans. We don't have all day. And you know me, I won't let this go. You can't escape me. I see you all day, all summer, so...
Okay. I'll tell you, but let this go after. So we were playing volleyball, right? And you know me, volleyball is my sport. But I was just doing so bad. I was falling, my serves weren't making it, and we lost. But I try to keep it together. It's just a game, you know. And then, of course, Wesley has to come out of nowhere and just gloat, get in my face, and just be so annoying. So I got angry, yell at him, and storm off.
Wait, was Wes being mean or like your usual witty, flirty banter?
Well, now that I think about it, I guess he wasn't trying to be mean, but wait, huh? Flirty?
Kidding. But he wasn't trying to be mean?
I guess not. God, I don't know what happened to me.
Do you think it has something to do with what's going on back at home?
I don't know. I've been trying to forget about it all summer, but I guess today has just been a lot harder than some. I just hate feeling like this.
Like what?
Like, no matter what I do, I can't escape what's going on at home.
Dude, it's okay to not be able to control everything. I know you're used to having your handle on everything, but not having control doesn't make you weak. And even if it does, it's okay to be weak sometimes. I mean, look at me, I'm weak pretty much all the time.
Thanks, bro. Now, tell me how you totally ruled in archery today.
Time skip. It's 2 days later. Nora and Wes haven't spoken since their fight at volleyball. It is now nighttime and the campers are at a campfire. Nora is sitting at a log alone and Wesley enters.
Hey, Nora.
Nora hears Wesley and tries to walk away. Wesley puts his hand on her shoulder, stopping her in her tracks.
No, come on. Stop avoiding me. What's up with you? You've been avoiding me since volleyball.
Nothing's wrong, Wesley. You can go now.
Come on, dude. You can't keep running from me. I don't know what I did or didn't do, but I want to fix this. And if you keep avoiding me, we can't. I mean, normal Nora couldn't go 30 minutes without telling me how much I suck. But you haven't even looked at me in 2 days. And you blowing up at me after volleyball, it just didn't like you.
There is a few seconds of uncomfortable silence. Nora can't look at Wesley. He places his arm on hers, finally causing her to look at him.
Look, I know you think I'm an idiot, but I'm not clueless.
You're not an idiot, Wesley. I'm the idiot.
What?
I didn't mean to yell at you the other day, and I'm really sorry that I did. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just there's a lot going on back at home. My parents are getting a divorce, and it's just been really hard on me. I thought that coming to camp would help me forget about everything and I could just have fun, but obviously that didn't happen. I guess me yelling at you was me taking it out on you, and I felt really bad about it after, and I still feel really bad actually. I guess me avoiding you was my way of not feeling guilty. I just hoped the problem would just go away if I left you alone. But I did mess up, and you deserve an explanation, and I'm sorry.
Wow.
Shit, I told you too much. I didn't mean to start rambling. I'm sorry if I made this weird.
Nora, it's not that. I'm just shocked that after all these years, I think this is the first time you've ever been nice to me.
Shut up. That can't be true.
Oh, really? Can you name one time when you were nice to me?
I,
See, you can't, but but seriously, I'm sorry that all that stuff is going on at home. If I had known, I probably would have toned down the gloating at volleyball. I want you to know that I'm here for you, though. I know we aren't besties or anything, but I care about you. So if you ever need anything, you can let me know.
thank you, but you don't have to worry about me.
Oh, I know that. But the offer still stands. I want to. Well, I'm cold, so I'm gonna head inside. Good night, Nora.
Good night, Leslie.
Wesley exits. Nora is smiling to herself and sitting on a log. Parker enters.
Ooh, what was that?
Huh? It was nothing.
It didn't look like nothing. What did you guys talk about?
He wanted to know why I yelled at him the other day. So I explained what was going on at home and apologized for being such an ass towards him. Then he said that he was there for me if I needed him. And that's all. He left.
Oh, that is so sweet. It's so obvious he likes you.
What? He doesn't like me. He's just being nice.
Nora, do you even see how he looks at you? He looks at you like you're the only person on this planet. He has since we were 12. Everyone can see it but you.
That's not true.
Is too. It's obvious you like him back.
No way!
Yes way! I know you hate him, but it's all an act. I mean, come on, you let him hold your hand the entire time you guys were talking.
Oh my god, I do like him.
Yes, finally! After 3 whole summers, finally! So when are you gonna tell him?
But tell him? I can't tell him.
What do you mean you can't tell him? He likes you. You like him. This seems like a very simple situation, Nora.
Well, maybe he used to like me, but I just told him all that stuff about me. What if he realized how messed up I am and he doesn't like me anymore?
Nora, you have spent every summer since we were kids telling Wes how much you hate him and that you think he's a douchebag. After all that, he would still go up and talk to you whenever he had the chance. There is close to nothing you could do to make him not like you anymore.
I guess, but you know how this stuff goes. I can't wind up getting hurt. You know, my parents were this age when they met. They were high school sweethearts, but look where they are now. I couldn't bear to go through that.
But you like Wes so much. I see your face when you guys are talking, and you enjoy things more when you guys are together. You've never liked someone the way you like Wes, Nora. You're going to throw away a chance at an amazing relationship just because you're scared of something that may or may not happen. You're usually quite smart, but not telling Wes how you would feel would be a dumb decision.
God, I hate when you're right. Okay, I'll tell him tomorrow. At least I'll try.
They both stand up and prepare to leave.
Good for you, Nora. I'm proud of you.
Thanks for everything, Parker. I'll see you tomorrow.
They both exit and the lights black out. Wesley is walking down the field and Nora sees him and enters.
Hey, Wesley.
Hey, Nora.
What are you up to?
Nothing. Just getting ready for capture the flag.
That's very cool.
Okay. Is that all, or is there something else?
Well, there's something. It's not a huge deal or anything. I
Come on, spit it out.
Okay. I really like you, Wesley.
What?
I really like you, Wesley.
Wait, huh?
Come on, you heard me that time.
Oh, yeah, well, I heard you the first time. I just wanted to hear you admit it again.
What the hell, Wesley? I'm trying to be serious with you right now.
Okay, fine. I'm being serious now. So what?
So, do you like me back?
Duh? I thought you knew. Literally everyone knows.
What?
Did you not know?
No, I had no clue.
Well, I like you, Nora. I really like you. I like your smile and your laugh and the competitive and scary look you get in your eye when we play volleyball. I really, really like you, Nora.
I like you a lot too, Wesley. Does this mean we're like boyfriends and girlfriends?
I mean, if you insist, Nora, then of course. I would love to be your boyfriend.
Wow, that's great. Wait, but what are we gonna do after camp? You live like 3 hours away from me, and with school.
Hey,
and
let's not worry about this right now. We have a whole summer ahead of us. And what you should be worrying about is how badly I'm going to destroy you and capture the flag.
Oh, in your dreams, Leslie, you're going down.
Hey, we see that in the field?
You're on. 3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, what the hell, Nora?
He runs after her and the lights fade.
A Lonely Fight by Miles Weedman. Nick's bedroom, sometime in the afternoon. The room is nice, the furniture and decor are clearly expensive, but it lacks personality or sentiment. Nick lies in bed, asleep. Persephone sits in a chair nearby, looking at something on her laptop. Nick stirs and looks around while he weakly sits up.
I'm home?
Persephone slowly closes her laptop, avoiding eye contact.
They found you in the courtyard, lying in a pool of blood. Your blood, Nick.
Nick looks down at his arms, only to see them completely wrapped in bandages. He tries to wiggle his fingers and winces. He says nothing.
They sent you home to recover. Said it's best to take a break from school until you can hold a pencil at least.
How long?
The doctor said not to rush it. These things take time.
How long, Persephone?
They said you'd be safe to stay on campus again in about a month. But you never know exactly with these things.
A month?
Nick starts to get out of bed and Persephone stands up to stop him. Nick manages one step before collapsing into his sister's arms. She helps him back to the bed and sits next to him, her hand still holding his, unable to let go. They sit like this silently for a moment.
What happened?
He was just a kid, maybe 13 or 14. It was late, and he got lost on his way to the infirmary. I swear I was only going to give him directions. It wasn't until I got down there that I saw it, stalking a few yards behind him at the edge of the woods.
A monster? But I don't understand. There haven't been monsters in this country for decades.
I know. It didn't make sense, but there it was, clear as day. I could tell that he couldn't see it. So few people are born with the ability now these days. So I yelled for him to go back inside. Luckily, I had my pocket knife with me. While the boy ran, I used his flashlight to get the monster's attention.
Why didn't you run? You could have called the police. They have special protocols in case one is ever spotted.
I thought I could scare it off with my knife. It's worked before.
Persephone pulls away to look at Nick.
You saw monsters there before? Why didn't you tell anyone?
No one would have believed me. Ever since I had my breakdown and Dad sent me away, everyone views me as the paranoid, crazy kid. To them, I'm forever the boy who cried monster. I thought as long as I kept watch on the woods from my window at night, I could keep the school safe. It was easier that way.
That's not healthy, Nick. You need sleep.
I was doing fine taking naps during the day.
No, you weren't. Look at you. You're ill, Nick. You were falling apart far before they found you bleeding out. God, why couldn't you have just asked for help? About the monster, about yourself, about anything.
I told you. I had it all under control. I was protecting everyone. I didn't need help.
You can't take a monster on alone, and we both know that. You've seen firsthand what those things can do to a person. What they did to Mom. And do you know what the news is saying about you? That you're a cocky rich kid who found the monster and thought he could play hero by fighting it all alone and nearly got himself killed. And I want to defend you to say that it was just a freak accident, but now I'm starting to think that they were right.
Fine! Believe them! I know I did the right thing. I saved that boy.
You could have both been safe if you had just run inside.
There wasn't time.
You said the monster was yards away from the boy and even farther from you.
I lied. Okay?
What do you mean you lied? Why?
I didn't know how to explain what really happened. I still don't know how.
Can you try?
Nick nods, a pause.
By the time I made it to the courtyard, the monster was already making its way towards the boy. Fast. I was too far away. I knew I would have never been able to make it in time. I was terrified, but I was mostly angry at myself for not being fast enough, for not being able to save him. I knew it was all my fault for not reporting the monster sooner. I was gonna have to stand there and watch him die. Then, just a moment before the monster got to the boy, I don't even know how, but I felt this jolt of electricity, and the monster was thrown away from the boy towards me. That's when I told the boy to run, and I turned to face the monster with nothing but my pocket knife.
He looks at Persephone, who is still processing what he's saying.
I fought like I've never done before. I almost won. I was so close, but it was just too big, and I was just me. I collapsed, and the monster seemed to satisfied that I was done for. I could feel the shock fading, making me aware of everything, how sore my muscles were, how deep my cuts were, how much blood I was losing. And all I could think about was how I wished I could say goodbye to you.
But I didn't regret anything I'd done. I did what I had to do, and if that was the end, so be it.
Nick,
Nick closes off, becoming sharp and defensive again.
You what? You thought I was crazy and reckless just like everyone else. It's fine, I'm used to it. I just thought, hoped that you were different. I think you should leave.
No, Nick, that's not what I was gonna say.
You said it yourself. You think I'm sick. You think I'm broken, and you think you can just fix me. Everyone's always trying to fix me, but maybe there's nothing wrong with me. No one could stop Achilles from charging into battle, and no one called him crazy because they knew it was his purpose, his fate. And maybe it's mine too. Maybe this is who I am and meant to be, and you just can't accept that I don't need you.
I'm not going to accept any fate that means losing you.
Nick doesn't reply. After a moment, Persephone gets up and goes to leave. She turns back one more time by the doorway.
You should rest some more.
Nick refuses to look at Persephone. She exits. The dining room, late morning, a large dining table meant for at least 8 people dominates the room. An old family photo hangs on the wall, a desperate attempt to make the room seem homely. Adrian sits at the head of the table, a mostly empty plate in front of him. Nick sits near the other end of the table, struggling to eat a bowl of cereal, getting visibly frustrated. An empty plate on the other side of Nick suggests that Persephone had already left.
Looks like you're making some progress.
Yeah. At this rate, I'll be finished by dinner time.
I told you I could make some toast for you or something easier for you to eat.
No. I can't just give up on trying to get better.
I'm not telling you to give up. I just think it might help to set some more realistic goals for yourself. You start with toast for a few days and then try a bowl of cereal when it's easier for you to move your arms.
I can do this. I don't need toast.
Adrian watches as Nick picks up another spoonful and slowly moves it towards his mouth. His hand shakes and he has to lean forward to get the spoon to his mouth. The spoon slips from his hand and crashes back into the bowl.
Nick.
I'm fine.
When Nick says this, his glass of water topples over and spills onto the table. The family photo on the wall falls crooked. They both stare at the water. The photo goes unnoticed.
I must have bumped the table. I'll clean it up.
No, I'll get it in a minute.
He stands up and moves to a seat next to Nick.
What's going on with you, Nick? Honestly?
Nothing.
I talked to Persephone last night. This isn't you, Nick, and I want to help you, but you've got to tell me what you need.
I need to get better.
That will come with time. What do you need from me right now?
I don't know. Nothing.
Your mother would know what to do.
Well, she isn't here right now.
I know. You know, you remind me a lot of her. She was so brave and selfless. It was beautiful, but it was also scary. I remember she would pace back and forth before bed at night, sometimes for hours. I never knew how to help. But once she joined that research team, she was a new person. On the rare occasion that she was home, I never saw her pace. I know it was hard on you and your sister when she wasn't around. It was hard on me too, but it was what she needed. A way to not feel helpless. I see the same restless energy in you, Nick, and I think it's manifesting in ways you don't fully understand. But I can help you if you just tell me what you need. Whatever it is, I will somehow get it to help you get it. That's my duty as a father, my promise.
Fine. You know what I need? I need someone who actually understands what I'm going through. You will never get it, neither will Persephone. I need Mom, so unless you're some kind of miracle worker, then no, you can't help me. I just need you to leave and leave me alone and stop pretending that you have any clue how I feel.
Your sister and I love you. Don't push us away.
Nick doesn't respond. Adrian sighs and stands up.
I'll clean this up.
Adrian exits. He notices the crooked pitcher and fixes it on his way out. Nick's bedroom, nighttime. Nick shifts around restlessly in his bed. Finally, he sits up, only to see Carolyn standing by the door.
Mom?
Nick gets out of bed and runs towards her. He moves with ease, but suddenly stops a few feet away from Carolyn and looks at himself before looking back at his mom. This time, he seems sad to see her.
This isn't real.
I'm afraid not.
A dream?
Something like that. I'm sorry.
She reaches out and touches Nick's cheek.
It's nice to see you, though.
Yeah. Sure.
He goes back and sits on the edge of his bed.
You've grown so much.
I'm nearly 18.
Carolyn crosses and sits down next to Nick.
It all flies by too quickly. I'm so proud of you.
You shouldn't be. I've messed everything up.
It was never going to be easy for you.
She gently strokes Nick's hair.
You know, people who could see monsters used to be considered a blessing from the gods. They became town protectors and local heroes. It's in our blood to want to help people. That's how humanity made it this far. And some of us never outgrow the weight of that obligation. We never learn to carry it. The bravest among us feel it the heaviest and face the hardest choice. Been gifted an ability, Nick. Will it be your blessing or your curse?
What did you choose?
I considered it a curse for most of my life. Said I was a protector in a land that didn't need my protecting. Eventually, paranoia almost drove me to insanity, before I finally realized how much I'd burdened myself. Doing research, trying to find solutions for struggling countries really helped, but I never fully left all my frustrations behind.
I was afraid you'd say that. When you died, I started having nightmares. All my friends and family surrounded by monsters. And I was just a few feet away, but I couldn't move or shout to say them. I started seeing monsters when I was awake. In every shadow, always lurking in the corner of my vision. I slept in Percy's bed for months. She always thought I was scared of being attacked, but the truth is, every time I closed my eyes, I saw horrible images of what might happen to her. And the only thing that made them go away was being there. Feeling her safe next to me, I felt like I could protect her. Or at the very least, buy enough time for her to run to safety. And even then, things just got worse and worse until I started seeing them everywhere all the time. Dad sent me away because he couldn't handle his own son going insane. How can that be anything but a curse?
I spent my whole life trying to figure that out. You're strong, Nick, but your abilities will always be too heavy for you to carry alone.
Then what do I do? I can't keep going on like this, but I don't know how to stop myself. I nearly died trying to save someone I don't even know. And I have powers that I don't understand, and I'm impulsive and sleep deprived, and it's all just so overwhelming.
When there's something you have to carry that's too heavy for you to lift, you get someone to lift it with you. You don't have to go through this alone. Your dad and sister want to help you.
I don't want to weigh them down with all my problems.
I've always been there to help carry their burdens. That's what we do for the ones we love.
It's hard. How do I even begin?
With the truth.
Carolyn touches his shoulder one last time and then gets up and exits. Nick continues to cry, not noticing that she left. He looks up.
Mom?
She's not there. Instead, Persephone stands in the doorway. She runs over to Nick, shocked to see him in such a state.
Percy, I'm so sorry. I was horrible to you. I was scared and frustrated, and I didn't want you to hurt for me. So instead I just pushed you away, and you hurt even worse. You don't have to forgive me. I don't think I can ever forgive myself, but I am really so sorry.
Persephone cuts Nick off by hugging him fiercely, then sits down next to him and takes his hand.
I know. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Hey, remember when we were 9? We had that picnic by the giant field of sunflowers. Dad took the day off of work and Mom made her famous lemonade and the weather was just perfect. I remember that day. Just after we got out of the car, you grabbed my hand and sprinted out into the flowers, and they towered over us. And I couldn't see where we were going or where our parents were, but you gripped my hand so tightly, and I didn't have to worry about any of those things. I could just run blindly without caring if I got leaves and petals in my hair or mud on my shoes. But then I stumbled, and your hand slipped from mine, and we got separated. And all of a sudden, the flowers seemed 100 feet tall, like some impossible maze that we were trapped in, and I couldn't find you. Mom and Dad found us a few minutes later, both crying, not even 10 feet away from each other. I went back to that field after you left for boarding school, and it was just me and Dad left at home. I tried to remember what it felt like all the way back then when we were 9, with you and Dad and Mom. And I took off running back into the flowers, desperately trying to recapture that feeling, that exhilarating freeness I had once felt. It was a silly idea. I don't even know why I tried. But I ran, and I ran, and I screamed until I sat down, and I just cried. The flowers didn't even block my view anymore, but when I ran without you there guiding me, I felt just as lost. I know that we're not 9 years old anymore. I know our lives and problems are much more complicated, but without a hand to hold, some kind of reassurance that it'll all be okay, the sunflowers still feel 100 feet tall. And you feel tiny, regardless of how big or old you are. And you've always been there to guide me, even when I can tell that you don't know the path either. I still need you. I always will. We both need each other, and I promise to you, Nick, that no matter what, even when you feel like you've messed everything up, like there's a problem that you can't solve, I will hold your hand and run through the labyrinth with you. Because you don't have to fight alone.
I know that. But I'm still scared, Persephone. Because what if I feel like I can't control myself or my powers? What if I accidentally hurt someone? What if I hurt you? I wouldn't be able to live with myself. How do I fix everything that's wrong with me?
There's nothing wrong with you. You just need a little guidance. And I know I won't ever fully understand what it's like for you, but I will still support you and love you through it all. As long as we have each other, we can figure it out. I promise. We'll figure it out together.
A pause. Persephone looks at Nick, waiting for an answer.
Thank you.
They hug again and then pull away and sit side by side on the bed, just existing together. The lights brighten just a little, and we see Adrian standing in the doorway, watching his children with a bittersweet smile and pride in his eyes. This image of healing family lingers for a nice moment before the lights fade to black.
Belittled Women by Phoebe Byrne. We start in Alistair's office. Julia sits in the corner, reading. Alistair enters.
Great, you're already here. Looks like our Dorian Gray is at it again.
He drops a newspaper onto the desk. Julia leans over to read it.
Okay, we need a better nickname for him.
What? No, we don't. He steals paintings.
Yeah, but in the book, Dorian Gray already owns the painting.
But in the book, the painting steals his soul.
Are you saying we should name this guy after the painting? A fictional painting?
Let's move on. Since you don't seem to want to read the paper, there's another stolen painting. This one of Louisa May Alcott. What a shame. I was always fond of Anne of Green Gables.
Okay, I think you're mixing her up with Lucy Maud Montgomery.
But there's more. An employee at a museum has been smuggling stolen goods. Just made a getaway and they haven't found her yet. But get this. It's the Mark Twain House and Museum.
I saw that on the news. Do you think it's our guy?
No, she's doing it for the money.
No, not the smuggler. I meant whoever stole the painting in the first place.
That, Julia, is what we are going to investigate. This might be a breakthrough for old Alistair Flint, private detective.
In the living room of the Twain house, Noelle leads Julia and Alistair in.
Starters, here's the living room. So that's the piano where I found the cards. You'll probably want to see the whole house next. So is it okay if I try to help with the detectiving? Is that a word? It's just that I love Little Women, so I've always admired Louisa May Alcott and the painting, and I even made a replica of it once for art class. So I thought I could help you more than any of the other tour guides, you know?
Sorry, but I work alone.
No, Al, you really don't.
She has a point. Welcome to the team. Temporarily, of course. So, did you know about your coworker's penchant for crime?
No, I mean, she stole the lighter one, but she gave it back. And the notes are definitely her handwriting.
And they were just sitting there?
In the piano, I told you, I didn't want to touch anything.
Well, I doubt someone assisting in the theft of a famous painting would be so careless as to leave fingerprints, but I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Now, Ellie had to have some way of handing off the goods to the buyer, and since this is our best lead, I guess we have you to thank.
Let's not celebrate just yet. This Dorian's outwitted us before, and I wouldn't be surprised if he never even sent the painting here. It's best we just take a brief tour and then get to work.
The entry hall of the Mark Twain House and Museum. Crows can be heard outside. Noelle sits on the staircase, making a paper boat out of paper from a stack next to her. Alistair stares dramatically out the window, his hands clasped behind his back, and Julia paces around a pillar.
We've got all the pieces, right? A criminal heavily devoted to his literary aesthetic, a famous painting of Louisa May Alcott, and now a billion cards with the same Emily Dickinson poem about snow. There's gotta be some connection from here.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. We have the corner pieces, but we need the edges before we can fill in the center. We've seen the cards, we've seen the house, so we can't see how it all fits together.
Ugh, these are all the same. Why would Ellie handwrite the same poem so many times? This is infuriating. Let's burn them or something.
That's actually not a bad idea. Who knows, maybe there's a lemon juice note on one. She must have borrowed your lighter for something. Do you still have it?
Noelle pulls out her lighter. The two of them huddle over the paper as Noelle holds her lighter under it.
Whoa, wait. Some of the lines are disappearing.
Alistair joins them.
Of course, it must have been written in an erasable pen. The ink in those disappear when you heat it, which sucks because I left my notes on a radiator once before a quiz. Ellie must have used 2 different pens to make like a blackout poem.
There's only one line left.
It powders all the wood. Did Miss Clemmings have a vanity of some sort?
I think that line might be about the stenciling since it was redone.
She gestures to the walls around them. The 3 stand up and start wandering about the room, studying the patterns stenciled to the walls.
Julia, what do you notice?
A lot of triangles.
And?
Geez, Al, if you notice something, say it. Anyways, some triangles are pointing in different directions and could be arrows, but I don't know which arrow to start from. Is there any arrow that's different?
Well, there's a panel in the corner that hasn't been repainted since Twain was alive. So I guess it's the only one that could have been tampered with.
She leads Julia to the panel in the corner as Alistair stubbornly continues observing panels on the other side of the room. The 2 in the corner slowly weave their way across the wall, following the arrows past the doorway and over to the fireplace. They whisper as they move.
Is he usually like that? He's making you do everything.
That's just our dynamic, I guess. He acts responsible and trustworthy. People give him information, and I solve cases from there.
He still shouldn't treat you like that, though, if you really work better together.
Noelle carefully moves a vase out of the way as Julia considers this, then presses the panel behind the vase. It swings open, revealing a compartment.
Al, we found something. It looks empty, but...
She fishes a flashlight out of her pocket and shines it into the compartment.
Sure enough, there's more writing in here.
Alistair walks over to them as Noelle crouches down to read.
Up and down and sideways they crawl, and those absurd, unblinking eyes are everywhere. There's one place where 2 breaths didn't match, and the eyes go all up and down the line, one a little higher than the other.
Disturbing. What could it be in reference to?
Julia and Noelle stare at him for a moment.
That's from the yellow wallpaper.
By Charlotte Perkins Stetson.
Did you even go to school?
I thought you said you were well read.
I did. I do. I never really took interest in like...
what? Symbolism? Horror? Or female authors? Remind me why you even stick around? I could do this all myself, but you really couldn't. Come on, Noelle. Apparently we're going back to the creepy nursery wallpaper.
They head up the stairs to the nursery, Alistair staying behind, end scene. The nursery. Sure enough, the walls are covered in creepy nursery rhyme wallpaper. Julia and Noelle find a place where the wallpaper doesn't line up. Right down the middle of the illustrations of cats and geese and frogs. Carefully peeling the wallpaper away, Noelle reveals a hidden space in the wall. Inside is the painting itself and a folded letter labeled for Julia.
We did it, I guess? Should we get Alistair?
Probably. Actually, let's see what Dorian Gray has to say to me first. Man, I hate that I actually used that name. Julia Ortega, Assistant Detective. I trust that this letter has made it to you and that you won't share this with your partner. But I am not the man you've been trying to catch. He's as dead as of last week, tangled up in the many strings that come with a life of crime. Instead, there is only me, hiding in his still present shadow to make one tiny dent. I would say I had the painting stolen, but that isn't the full story. My great grandmother painted it. She lived a poorer life and died poorer still after her painting, as well as the credit for it was stolen. I have little left of my family, and you have too much evidence. I can't outsmart you, so instead I look to you for help. I trust you can find me a way out of this mess. Please consider signed, The Walking Woman.
That was a lot. What are you gonna do?
What was it you were saying to me when we got the cards from the piano?
The office again. Now Julia sits in Alistair's chair. Alistair walks in.
I hope you're enjoying that seat. You'll have to leave it in a few hours.
I know. I'm gonna miss you. Almost as much as you'll miss me, I bet.
I admit, you did solve the Dorian Gray case. Since he died and left the portrait practically out in the open, but you'll do well as your own detective.
So will you.
As Alistair heads out, he nearly bumps into another woman entering. She laughs awkwardly as he steps aside and lets her through.
Julia?
Let me guess.
Yes, it's me. I just wanted to thank you for keeping my secret a secret, at least. I understand your choice to give the painting to the museum.
You got a lot of nerve showing up here, you know?
I know, but I also know I could beat you in a fight.
Unfortunately for you, that won't be happening. Lucky for you, my soon-to-be assistant Noelle is an art student.
She reaches into her desk and pulls out the portrait of Louisa May Alcott, now in a simpler frame.
The one in the museum is a replica, and I am no longer Al's assistant. After several weeks of impulsive, life-altering decision-making, I'm turning things around. I guess I have you to thank. But please, for both of our safety, don't show your face around here again. And I really do mean thank you.
The walking woman takes the portrait, shakes Julia's hand, and walks out. End scene.
Hope Behind the Stars by London Miller. It is midday in the middle of an almost empty cafe. Customers who are there whisper to each other in very hushed tones or just continue to work on their laptops. Torrance and Daphne are having a conversation.
So how are you?
I've been okay. Drinking a lot less coffee lately, reading more often. Look too fast and I might just turn into a mindfulness exercise.
Wearing less makeup, I see.
Hmm?
You look a lot less caked on. I think I can see a bit of actual skin tone now. Where's Lee? He said he'd be here like 20 minutes ago.
Give him a break. He's been really messed up about Ramsey.
And? Grieving does not give you an excuse to be tardy.
Stop that, I'm serious. He wears her ring everywhere. He calls her phone.
If Lee goes all psycho and goes to the loony bin, I get his guitar, deal?
Hey guys.
Hey Lee. How have you been?
I'm okay. You know, just really tired. I haven't really been able to sleep. How are you guys?
I'm gonna get us some coffees.
I've been okay, I guess. Just trying not to think about her too much. Not that it's bad to think about her. I meant like I try not to ponder on a bunch. Her. Try not to ponder. Sorry.
You don't have to worry. You know, you're doing good. Keep doing good, okay? What's up with him?
I don't know. I wish I could just say it was Torrance being Torrance, but it feels different. I honestly don't think he's processed it yet. We all cope in different ways, you know?
Hey, man.
Hey, Torrance.
Are you guys going to the party?
I'm honestly not sure. I know Jail and Mariah are going for sure.
Ooh, that should be momentous. I don't get it. Why are they still mad at each other?
Who knows? I haven't been in the mood to deal with any type of petty BS.
Yeah, me neither.
For the coffees. I think I'm gonna get going.
Daphne and Liam watch as Torrance walks out the cafe. Daphne looks at Liam and follows him outside. She shouts his name and he stops.
Hey, what's going on? Torrance, what's wrong?
Where were you when you found out?
What?
When you found out about Ramsey, where were you?
I was at work. Then I got the call, so I went to Liam's house to see if he was okay. He wasn't, obviously, and his parents weren't home. I couldn't leave him there by himself like that, so I stayed with him for a little while.
You know where I was? I was at home. By myself. You didn't call me that first night. I waited and you didn't call me. Why?
I was with Liam, and I don't know. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? I had no one there. Absolutely no one. I was hurting so bad.
You didn't tell me that. You never told me about anything how you were feeling. How was I supposed to know that being a huge prick was part of your grieving process? He's lost a friend, Torrance.
So did I.
Yes, I know you did. It's just Lee just seemed to
Be grieving a little bit harder?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he was. And you're right. I put a lot of time into supporting him, but that was because the last thing I needed was another person.
Killing themselves?
I couldn't lose anyone else.
So I was just never a concern, huh?
I never said that.
You didn't have to. I'll see you around, Dad.
Torrance.
Torrance continues to walk down the block. Daphne stands in front of the cafe for a few moments with tears in her eyes and walks back inside. It's later that day. The lights and music from the party can be seen and heard from down the block. Cops are surely getting called tonight. Mariah finds JL on the balcony smoking a cigarette.
Hey.
Hey, how have you been?
Well, my friend is dead, so not the best, but I've been trying. We've all been trying, right?
Trying what?
To get better. At this point, that's all we can do.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't seem too sure.
I don't know. It's just, there has to be more we can do than just try, right? Ramsey didn't die so we could all just try.
Look, I found that trying to find a rhyme or reason for death in any circumstance leads to nothing but disappointment. There's nothing special or extraterrestrial about dying. From the minute all of us are born, we're automatically drowning. Some of us go under faster than others, sure, but we're all drowning nonetheless. Ramsey didn't die for anything special. She didn't die for a greater good or for the people she left behind to become less bad people. Ramsey died because she was hurting. She died because she couldn't tread any more water. She let go. She died because she tied a rope down her damn neck and did this thing all of us are too scared or cowardly or prideful to do.
What, kill ourselves?
To give up. We're all too scared to give up. We all have this predisposed ideology that if we work hard enough, for long enough, that will be remembered. That if we do everything in our power to stay on top, that the people that come after us, the almighty next generation, will remember us. But here's the thing that we always seem to forget. The next generation is gonna die too. And the generation after that. And the generation after that. And then what? In the end, none of us get remembered. So why bother trying?
Oh, so is that why you didn't come to the funeral?
Come on, Mariah.
No, you come on, JL. We all waited for you at the service. We all hoped that you would show, that maybe you were just late, you were caught in traffic or something. But no, you just didn't come. What happened? Where were you?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Where were you, JL?
Why do you need to know?
You walk around here calling her your best friend. You talk about how much you loved her, how much you wanted her to be happy. Yet you can't bother to show up at her funeral. And you wonder why we have questions.
Don't you dare try to give me that bull. I loved her more than any of you guys did, and you know it. She was the one thing I had, the one speck of hope.
All the more reason why you should have been there. Where were you?
Get out of my way, Mariah.
Not until you tell me where you were.
Mariah.
JL, just answer the question. Where
I
were...
was home, okay? Home in my room. I got dressed to go. I was gonna go, I swear. I was a mess.
JL, we were all a mess.
No, you don't. When Ramsey died, when I heard about Ramsey, I stopped taking my meds.
What?
I was going through withdrawal. I was puking everywhere. I was angry, but I was going to come. I promised to God I was going to be there. Then I started to read her note. I didn't want to. I read it over and over and over and over. I don't know what I was looking for. I just remember reading it and thinking, how did we not notice?
JL.
No, Mariah. How? How did we not notice? She was dying right in front of us, and none of us noticed. She was slipping through our fingers, and we literally all sat around and watched her deteriorate. Why? I mean, we are all the nosiest pricks when it comes to anything unimportant. But when our friend's life is at risk, none of us bother to ask questions. Was it just because we didn't? Did we just not care?
Of course we cared, JL.
No, Mariah. Just consider it. Isn't there the smallest possibility that maybe none of us gave a crap? Isn't there just the slightest chance that we are all just horny, emotional, arrogant little douchebags with our heads shoved too far up our own behinds to see what's happening around us? Maybe nobody noticed because we didn't want to.
JL.
Please, Mariah, spare me the pep talk. If it wasn't already obvious, I'm not really in the mood. Enjoy the party. And if you want some advice, drop the whole I'm holier than thou routine because it really doesn't suit you.
What is that supposed to mean, JL?
Forget it, Mariah. I gotta get home. Enjoy the party.
JL walks out of the party. It's cold out, and she shivers as she walks down the empty sidewalk. She gets to the crosswalk and notices Liam's car in a parking spot. She sees Liam inside, front light on, fumbling around in his middle compartment. She walks over to the car and knocks on the passenger side window. Liam looks up, surprised, and rolls the window down.
Hey.
Hey, can I?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thanks, Lee. It's cold as tits outside. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just thinking about going to the party. And I realized I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half, and I'm not going. So I didn't feel like going home, though, so I figured I'd just chill here for a while. How was it in there?
I honestly don't want to talk about it. It was eventful, at least.
How you been?
I've been okay, I guess. That's a lie. It's been hard. It's been hard. How are you?
Same, I guess. Like you said, it's been hard.
How was the service?
It was good. It was good. About as good as a funeral can be, I guess. It's beautiful, I think is the right way to say. There's music, her favorite flowers, daffodils.
Daffodils.
And everyone she knew was there. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, Jay. I wasn't trying to.
No, I know. Don't apologize. It's okay. I should have been there.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Do you ever think that part of the reason why she did what she did was because we weren't enough?
Honestly, yeah. All the time, actually. That thought is actually part of the reason why I didn't want to go to the service. The fear that I was tripping balls, but you can choose the more sentimental reasoning. But yeah, I think about that all the time. That possible fact tore me apart for a while. Then I started thinking about it and I realized that wouldn't even make sense. Do you remember how much time we spent together? All five of us joking and goofing off? We'd all do stupid things and she would smile and laugh so hard that she was crying. I look back on that and we were her everything, Lee. And maybe if we weren't enough, then maybe nothing was. Maybe nothing was enough to make her stay. Hey, no one loved her more than you, Lee. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I wasn't there. I should have been there. God, I should have been there, Lee. You can forgive me or choose not to agree with me, but the fact is that I should have been there and I wasn't. And I'm sorry, okay?
It's okay.
I think I should start heading home. Wouldn't want my mom to call the SWAT team.
Yeah, of course. I can drive you if you want.
Are you sure?
Jay, come on, it's a couple of blocks. You can give me gas money later.
It's dusk. The sun projects an orange-colored light on the park. JL and Daphne sit next to each other on the bench. Liam and Mariah take seats on the end of the slide and on the edge of the fence. Torrance takes a seat right on the gravel of the playground bottom. They all sit facing each other in silence. Everyone is noticeably uncomfortable.
You guys remember this place?
How was the party?
It was exactly as you expected. Miss Queen Bee over there thinks she can pry and investigate into everyone's life choices. She decided to meet me at the party and interrogate me about mine. Why? Look, Mariah, I'm sorry I wasn't there. I genuinely am. I am. But you had no right to confront me the way you did.
I just needed to know what happened, JL. Why you wouldn't show up.
But why?
I don't know why, okay? Maybe I thought it would help things make more sense. That if I undid one secret, I could save someone else. Secrets are what killed Ramsey.
Secrets didn't kill Ramsey. We will never know what killed her. Maybe everything did. Maybe nothing did. All I know is this. Before Ramsey was just a name we blamed our problems on, she was a person. She was a girl who lived down the block. Ramsey was a girl that we all loved like crazy, who was in so much pain, and because of that pain, she's gone. She's gone. Ramsey was a person, and now she's a memory. And that hurts, and it stings, and it will for a long time. But we have to live with that, because she obviously couldn't.
Mariah, with tears in her eyes, picks up all her stuff, turns to say something to JL, but doesn't, and leaves the park. Daphne follows after her apologetically. Torrance sighs.
Glad someone's off their soapbox.
What's your deal?
What's my deal? Last I checked, there was only one person missing from the service.
I apologize for that, you prick.
Sucks Ramsey didn't hear it.
It's called having depression.
It's called getting your shit together just enough to be there for the people you claim you care about so much.
Yeah, well, you were never super high up on the list anyways. So nothing to worry about, I guess.
Noted.
JL and Liam watch as Torrance walks down the block.
Eventually, memories become forgotten, JL.
Isn't that the point? To let go?
Liam shrugs. He starts to walk away from the park, but he stops mid-stride and turns back. He stops right in front of JL, who is still on the ground, and drapes his jacket over her shoulders. He looks down at her and nods. She nods back. He sticks his hand in his pockets and begins his trek down the block. JL watches as he walks until he turns the corner out of sight. She pulls the jacket closer to her and sighs. She lays down the gravel and looks at the sky. Amongst the ever darker growing clouds, a single star has appeared in preparation for nightfall. She stares at it and smiles with tears in her eyes. She slowly and quietly dozes off.
Love to Death by Diego Garita. Settings, battlefield. Death enters.
This is a story about love. Love in the land of the lost. Yes, you heard me. In the land of the lost. You ask yourself, why is love in the land of the lost? Well, because of me, actually. I'm deaf, by the way. No, but this is not about me. This is about love. You creatures always wondered, does love exist after death? Well, here is your answer.
We see a soldier writing a letter.
You see this soldier? Remember her. She is important to our story. Wait, what is she writing here?
It's been 5 years into the Great War. I have seen the people I love die. I don't want to lose you, Emily. I love you.
Oh no, this is not good. I will have to catch up with you later. Gary, we have a problem.
Death exits.
Ouch! Where am I? Hello? Anyone? Please, hello? Anyone out there? Why am I cold, but yet warm? Hello? Anyone? Please, anyone? Help?
Death enters.
Well, I see you have met love. Yeah, this is love. Well, there's not much to say about love, sadly. Not for me. Love has been in the land of the lost for the longest. After love woke up, love didn't know what to do. Love just started walking in a straight line, hoping to find someone that could help. But all love could find was broken souls. Souls that have been lost. I kind of feel bad sometimes, but it makes me feel good all the time.
Death exits.
I can't feel my legs anymore. Anyone? Help! Please! I've been walking for weeks now. Please? Hello?
Love exits. Soldier enters.
Most of my friends have backstabbed me, even my own family. I thought I had lost trust, but I met this group of survivors in my area last week. We are looking for a way back home. I don't fully trust them yet. I've been sleeping with my knife under my pillow, afraid that this group might take my food supplies and the rest of my ammo. We can't be trusting no one these days. I only trust you. Only you.
Soldier exits. Love enters.
Hello?
Hey! Oh my God. I'm so glad I found someone. I'm Love.
I'm Trust. Wait, did you say your name was Love?
Yeah.
That's hard to believe. Are you really, really Love?
Yeah, I'm Love. And let me guess, you are really, really Trust.
Yeah.
No way. I've heard so much about you. But tell me, do you know what this place is and why we are here?
Well, this is the land of the lost. I have been here since the war started on Earth. You know, humans killing each other and destroying everything. And I wasn't alone for the most part. I was with Care. But then I lost Care 2 weeks ago. I think time here is different. But it feels like an eternity since I've seen anyone.
So let me get this straight. There's the war going on. You and Care are here. Time here is weird. And this is the land of the lost?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we can't just stay here. We have to go back. Humans need us. Humans need to love. Humans need to trust again. You know?
But how would we go back? Wait, if we do go back, I need to find Care. I'm not leaving Care behind.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's find Care while we look for a way out.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Love and Trust exit and Death enters.
Well, these two have a long way to go. I'm just hoping they don't find me.
Hey, so are you sure you're Love?
Yeah. I am sure that I'm Love.
Okay, I believe you. But can I ask you something? Do you think Care is okay?
Yeah. I think Care would be fine. Care can take care of itself.
Love and Trust walk for days with no signs of Care or a way out. Wait, they haven't found Care. Oh my God, at the rate that they are going, I think I would die before they find Care. Wait, I can't die. Gary, do you see this? Gary, come laugh with me.
Death exits. We hear singing at the distance.
There must be something in the water, 'cause every day is getting colder.
Love, do you hear that?
Yes.
If only I could hold you.
You'd keep my head from going under.
It's Care! Care, where are you? Care, say something.
Trust, I'm here. I've been looking for you, Trust.
Wait, how do I know you're Care?
It's me, I promise. Trust me.
Oh, okay. This is Love, and we're looking for a way out of here. Wait, are you sure you're Love again?
Yes, Trust. I am Love. Stop asking me.
You said love? Wow, it's an honor. But there is no way out of the land of the lost. We're fading away and slowly losing our connection with Earth. I'm sorry to break it to you, but we will completely vanish in weeks.
No, I believe there is an exit. I feel it.
Care, why are you coughing a lot?
I'm fading away. I'm losing my connection faster with Earth. I'll disappear completely in probably days. No one cares about anyone anymore. And if they don't care, I'll die. Same thing for you, Trust, and you too, Love.
Death enters.
What Care is saying is true. If no one feels you, you will vanish completely. You will die. It's like you didn't exist. Crazy, right?
Exactly. That's why we should look for a way out before it's too late.
Love is right, Care. I don't want you to vanish. Please, I need you, Care.
Okay, let's say I decide to go. I need someone to help me. I can barely walk.
Yes, of course. I will help you.
Okay then, let's go.
They exit and the soldier enters.
I found this dog a couple days ago. I have been giving him part of my food. I take care of him. He takes care of me. Please take care of yourself and our son Tommy. I have been losing hope recently. But me writing you this letter gives me hope that one day I will see you again.
Trust, love, and care enters as the soldier exits.
Ouch.
Ouch! You felt that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I don't feel sick anymore. What? How is this possible?
Ouch!
Wait, did you hear that?
Yeah, I think it come from over there.
Be careful.
Yes, I know!
Suddenly, Love falls into a deep pit.
Love!
Give me your hand.
Are you okay? Are you hurt? Let me see.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Thank God.
But I saw something down there.
That's impossible. It's so... Oh, wait. I see a small light.
I told you. I'm going down there.
Be careful.
Hello? I'm going down.
Love gets to the bottom.
Hey, I'm...
Love. I know, I'm a big fan. I'm Hope.
Hope. Wow, I'm a big fan.
We're coming down.
We're coming down.
Care and trust get to the bottom.
This is Hope, everyone.
Hope? Hey, I'm Care. This is Trust.
Hey, I'm a big fan. When did you get here?
I just arrived a couple of days ago. You know, like they say, hope is the last thing to die. But I just felt a really bad chest pain, but it felt good, you know?
Yeah, we had that feeling too. We're looking for a way out. Are you interested?
Wait, now that you mention it, I've seen this big gate down this cave. I always had a chest feeling that I was missing something, but that feeling is gone. I feel safe with everyone standing here. I think the gate is an exit.
We need to go see it. We need to get out. For the humans. And for everyone standing here.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. I hope we can find the gate before we vanish.
Wait, what? You said vanish?
Love, trust, hope, and care exits. Death enters.
Well, wow. I think I'm about to get emotional. They are so brave. Wait, what do we have here? Oh no, not Hope. Hope is such a pain in the... Let me just tell you, Hope arrived 5 days ago, and Hope has not stopped looking for me because, I mean, I'm the only person that can free them. So yeah, Hope has been really hopeful. It's so annoying. Let's actually mess up that hopefulness. Gary! Get ready. We will be having company.
Death exits. Love, trust, care, and hope enters.
This is it. You ready?
Yes.
Let's do this.
Are you sure this is it? Like, are you 100% positive this is it? And wait, are you sure you're Hope? And how do I know you're Love?
Oh my God. Not again. Stop!
They open the gate and a big white light flashes on them.
Hello. Welcome. I was wondering how long it would take you, love.
Soldier enters.
Oh no, bombs are dropping. I hear shooting. I don't know what's gonna happen. This is my last chance to flee. No, dog!
Why me?
So I could kill you.
Death throws a dagger straight to Love, but Care jumps in and takes the hit.
No! Please, Care!
Trust, stay with me, please.
Yeah, of course. There must be something in the water, 'cause every day is getting colder.
And if only I could hold you.
You'd keep my head from going under. Care? No, please, no.
No, Care!
What have you done?
It makes you feel better. It was meant for you.
Me? No!
Soldier enters.
I just need a miracle. Just know, Emily, wherever you are, I will always love you.
Soldier exits and Love glows red.
Oh no, this is not good.
Love, you're glowing.
Yeah, Love, you're glowing.
Death throws another dagger towards Love. Love catches it. Love turns the dagger glowing red, and the dagger vanishes.
This is going to suck. This is your fault, Gary.
Love runs towards Death, touching Death. Death starts screaming slowly. Love turns to Hope and Trust.
Give me your hands. I think I can bring Care back. Trust? Do you trust me?
Yes.
Hope? Are you hopeful?
I am 100% hopeful.
Lights dim for a moment, and when they come back, we see Care.
What happened?
Long story short, you died. Love now glows. Love touched Death and I guess killed Death. And I think love can bring things back to life.
Oh. All right, what's next?
Getting out of here.
How do we do that?
Be patient. Any minute now. I think.
A bright light hits their face. It's the exit for the land of the lost and the entrance for Earth.
Ready to go home?
One by one, Trust, Hope, Care, and Love exit.
Well, damn. What an ending, right? Remember the soldier I told you about? Well, she actually saved them from disappearing. Something about that soldier seems odd. I was trying to kill her for the longest, but she always survived.
Soldier enters and sees her wife with kid at the distance.
Well, after love found its true power and hope, trust, and care came back, the soldier got what she wanted to go back to her wife and child. And unfortunately, the war ended after that. And me? I'm just waiting for the right moment to ruin everything again.
I'm finally home.
Blackout.